In this podcast episode, Ian Bremmer discusses the current geopolitical landscape, focusing on the ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East. He expresses concern that Ukraine may be forced to accept a partition, with Russia likely retaining at least 18% of Ukrainian territory it currently occupies. Bremmer notes that Ukraine is struggling to maintain its fighting force, with the average recruit age increasing from 26 to mid-40s. He highlights the challenges Ukraine faces, including dwindling ammunition and missile supplies, though air defense remains strong. Bremmer suggests that Russia could potentially expand its offensive, possibly targeting Odessa to secure the Black Sea. He observes growing political tensions within Ukraine, including opposition to President Zelensky from Kyiv's mayor and the head of the armed forces. He emphasizes the dangerous implications of the United States potentially reducing its support for Ukraine, which could lead to the fragmentation of NATO and weaken European resolve against Russian aggression. Regarding the Middle East conflict, Bremmer describes Israel as the more powerful player, but notes the conflict's potential for expansion. He mentions the involvement of Houthi rebels in Yemen attacking ships in the Red Sea, leading to U.S. military intervention. He also discusses the risk of escalation with Iran, particularly if American servicemen are killed in attacks by Iranian-backed militants. Despite the grim outlook, Bremmer outlines potential paths to more sustainable resolutions for both conflicts. For Ukraine, he suggests that if Western allies seize frozen Russian assets to rebuild Ukraine, help Ukraine join the EU, and provide security guarantees for the remaining Ukrainian territory, it could lead to a better future for Ukraine, even if it doesn't fully compensate for the war's devastation. In the Israel-Hamas conflict, Bremmer proposes that if Netanyahu, who opposes a two-state solution, is removed from power, there could be progress towards a Palestinian state with security provided by a multinational force. This could potentially lead to normalization of relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia, strengthening Israel's position in the region. Bremmer discusses the rapid advancement of AI technology and its potential impact on geopolitics and society. He emphasizes that AI is developing much faster than previous technological revolutions, with significant changes likely to occur within years rather than decades. He expresses concern about the proliferation of AI capabilities, noting that unlike nuclear weapons, AI tools could become accessible to a wide range of actors, including terrorist groups and individuals. He highlights both the positive and negative potential of AI. On the positive side, AI could dramatically improve productivity across various sectors, from healthcare to energy. However, Bremmer warns of significant negative externalities, including the potential for increased inequality, job displacement, and the weaponization of AI for malicious purposes. Bremmer identifies the erosion of shared truth and the fragmentation of information ecosystems as major challenges to democracy. He explains how social media algorithms and AI-driven content distribution contribute to the creation of echo chambers, making it increasingly difficult for people to agree on basic facts. This phenomenon, he argues, undermines the foundations of democratic discourse and decision-making. The conversation touches on the upcoming U.S. course, election, and its potential global implications. Bremmer expresses concern about the stability of American democracy, noting that regardless of the outcome, there is a risk of increased social unrest and further erosion of democratic norms. Looking ahead, Bremmer predicts significant changes in global governance structures within the next decade. He suggests that the traditional nation-state model may be challenged by the growing power of technology companies, which increasingly act as de facto sovereigns in the digital realm. He emphasizes the need for new governance models that involve both governments and tech companies as partners in regulation and policymaking. Bremmer provides insights into the current U.S. political situation, discussing the upcoming election and its potential outcomes. He expresses concern about the erosion of democratic norms and institutions, regardless of who wins the election. He highlights the risks associated with both a Trump and a Biden victory, including potential social unrest and challenges to the legitimacy of the electoral process. The podcast explores how other countries view the U.S. political situation. Bremmer notes that many global leaders, including those in China, are concerned about the potential instability and unpredictability of U.S. foreign policy, particularly in the event of a Trump victory. He emphasizes that the outcome of the U.S. election could have significant implications for global alliances, trade relationships, and geopolitical stability. Bremmer discusses the changing media landscape and its impact on public discourse. He notes the shift from traditional, long-form journalism to headline-driven, algorithm-curated content. This shift, he argues, contributes to the polarization of public opinion and the erosion of shared narratives. He suggests that consuming news from diverse international sources could help provide a more balanced perspective on global events. The conversation touches on the challenges and benefits of globalization. Bremmer acknowledges the significant economic growth and poverty reduction achieved through globalization, but also recognizes the negative externalities, such as climate change and increasing inequality in developed countries. He suggests that future approaches to globalization need to be more thoughtful and inclusive, addressing the concerns of those who feel left behind by global economic shifts. Regarding the future of work, Bremmer is relatively optimistic about the short-term impact of AI on employment. He believes that in the next 3 to 5 years, most knowledge workers will become AI-adjacent rather than being replaced by AI. However, he warns of potential longer-term disruptions, particularly during economic downturns when companies might use AI to significantly reduce their workforce. Bremmer discusses various geopolitical risks, including the potential for conflict between major powers and the challenges of managing global crises. He emphasizes the need for effective crisis management mechanisms and suggests that sometimes a crisis of the right magnitude can serve as a catalyst for positive change and international cooperation. Throughout the conversation, Bremmer emphasizes the importance of human flourishing as a goal for technological and social progress. He expresses concern that current trends in technology and social media may be undermining genuine human connections and social structures that are essential for individual and societal well-being. Bremmer offers several recommendations for individuals and societies to navigate the challenges ahead. 1. Diversify information sources, particularly by consuming news from international outlets. 2. Invest in AI literacy and skills to remain competitive in the changing job market. 3. Prioritize genuine human connections and community engagement. 4. Support the development of new governance models that can effectively regulate emerging technologies. 5. Remain vigilant about the potential negative impacts of technology on democracy and social cohesion. The conversation with Ian Bremmer provides a comprehensive overview of current global challenges and potential future scenarios. While acknowledging the significant risks posed by geopolitical tensions, technological disruption, and social fragmentation, he also highlights opportunities for positive change. He emphasizes the need for thoughtful, collaborative approaches to governance, technology regulation, and social organization to ensure that advancements in AI and other technologies contribute to human flourishing rather than undermining it. Ultimately, Bremmer's insights underscore the complexity of the challenges facing the global community and the importance of proactive, inclusive solutions to address them.